I don't really want to talk about race. It's such a reductive form, born from an unevolved mind. What I do know is I had to kill God.
And now my Iyanla Van Zant has sheesh. Let me dig through the drawers for this, bitch. What do you mean that you had to kill God? Ooh.
I had to kill God to be the God I know myself to be. I was always really attracted to the sentiment in the Bible that we are made in God's image. Especially as a queer person who's been called a sociopath, crazy, ill, perverted. I had to kill God in that previous context and rebuild them so I can know love without shame, and also to realize that I deserve to be on record.
Say more. I feel like there's more there. Speaking to the whole, LOL. Speaking to the whole, Mattmatt.
I've had stretches of my life, right, when I felt like my body was a cage. When I felt like a terror that I couldn't escape. My sexuality was tied to that feeling. My religious and spiritual practice were tied to that feeling. I couldn't praise a God that would punish me for how I was created. I had to kill God. I had to rebuild God. Now I could recognize, celebrate, and flex in the vastness of my body, mind, spirit connection. I can revel in the beauty of earth and people around me. I can stare at myself in the mirror and not flinch. A lot of my fear wasn't that someone would kill me. My fear was that I would kill me.
Did you want to kill yourself because you are a faggot? I feel like it's really common for young queer people and even older, as we move through our life, for older queer people to still deal with that suicidality. Was it tied to your queerness at all? Or like mostly a thing that you had where you wanted to rumble once again with the giants of the universe?
Nah, that's why other people wanted to kill me. Here's the thing. I'm not interested in identity. Identity is too grounding of a force, and I'm most compelled by human possibility. I look at the sky and I want the sky. I recollect on the feeling of rejuvenation I experience after a good cry, and I want more cries. Movement, rest, expression. Identity, it don't give that. Identity gives false declarations of community and encourages myopia. I get that I never wanted to identify as anything, and nobody was really fucking with that. But now I'm back to that bitch. I don't really want to identify as anything. I just really connect to the faggot and rapper experiences. And the God I grew up with had to go for me to be able to stand in my power and know who I am fully, and to want to be here in this capacity, sharing my life force with all the other niggas that are in this bitch. I mean, if we really, really real with it, like, that's what it was for me.
Honestly, you gotta be a bad bitch to be a faggot. Some would maybe argue that you gotta be a badder bitch to be a rapper. Supreme cunt. And if you can't live up to that standard, honestly, baby doll, they're gonna give you hell, bitch.